right, so we didn't do a Palantir update yesterday, guys, and I can't leave you hanging 2 days in a row here, so let's break down the charts, do an update as Palantir, yet again, is volatile today, guys. So we're going to break down the charts, my thoughts, what I'm looking to do, but first, feel free to hit the like button and to subscribe. We're on the road to 100,000 subs, and if you guys want some free money, hey, who doesn't like free money? Check out the Moomoo link down below. Once you open up your account and deposit at least $100, you get 5 free stocks. Deposit at least $2,000, you get 25 more stocks, and your uninvested cash now will earn up to 8.1% APY. So if you guys want 30 free stocks, it's literally free money, and you want to help out the channel, check out the link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, guys, cheers, take a sip of your coffee. You're going to need it for this video, and let's dive into it. So volatility is here still in PLTR stock. It's been here for the last couple of days, guys. At this point, probably over a week. You guys can see we opened up at around 92 bucks per share, and initially rather, we popped out of the gate today, guys. We got to $93.60, only to then fall all the way down to $86. That was an 8% drop, guys, and now we're trying to break back over 90, and we're actually having a hard time doing so here in the very short term. You guys can see we are rallying quite nicely off the lows, but pretty obviously getting rejected at both the 50 and the 180 moving averages on this intraday chart. And look at this 5-day, 5-minute, guys. This shows us here that we did take out the lows from yesterday. Yesterday, we hit about $87.50, $88 per share. So we dumped under that low, and we didn't take out the lows from Tuesday, which is good. And that leads me to believe here that we're consolidating. And it's pretty obvious, right? You guys can see we're consolidating in the mid to high 80s. We hit $85 on Tuesday. We hit it pretty much on Monday as well. You guys can see here, we hit it yesterday. Not quite $85, but we got to 87. So that constitutes as mid to, high 80s there, and we held it today as well. So clearly, PLTR, guys, in the very short term is putting in potentially a bottom, right? At $85 to $88 to $90 per share, which I don't want to call it too soon here, but we were, talking about this in my updates, a week or two ago, talking about how $80 to $90 could act as support if we saw a bigger sell-off, which obviously now is what we're getting, right? So it's a good sign. It's a good sign that we're holding 85 to 90 as support, but I think it's still too early to call it, considering, we're not fully seeing a pop yet to the mid-high 90s. We're not really breaking out. All we're doing is trading sideways. The stock's pretty much at break even today, up barely about 0.5%. All right, it's still green, but pretty flat overall. And you guys see as you pull the layers back even more on this 30-minute chart, yes, we're consolidating, but we're not breaking out of this 180 moving average, which you guys can see has been resistance for the last couple of trading days here, right? About a week, this has been resistance, and technically speaking here, guys, we have a descending triangle. Do you guys see it here on the 30-minute chart? We have that support, like I said, at 85, 90 bucks, but we're making lower highs into that support, which is a descending triangle. That is not an ideal pattern for the bulls, and that's a reason why I don't want to call it too early. That's another reason why I don't want to call the bottom too early, because we got the triangle and we're under this trend line still on the 30-minute chart, which means there could be more downside. That's the reality, guys. And on the 1-hour chart here, we're not quite yet showing any signs of a breakout. Obviously, we have a death cross on this time frame, and we're under both moving averages. Not ideal, right? And on the 4-hour chart, Now you're like, okay, you get the broad picture here. Obviously, the bulls are still in charge. We all know that. And you're seeing now where we're getting the consolidation here, which is where we called it out again a couple of weeks ago. We're consolidating above these previous all-time highs from back in December, back in early January, early February even. We were peaking out at $83, $84. Then we obviously broke out of it. Now we're selling off, and it's trying to act as support. It is acting as support right now, but we're not, like I said, getting the full breakout yet. So the fact that Palantir sold off $35 a share, $35, $40 a share, that was a much-needed sell-off, a much-needed pullback. It went down 30%, and now we're getting the buyers to come in slowly. We're seeing consolidation. That's a very good sign, the fact that we're getting all this in the short term. But still, I don't want to call it. I don't want to get too excited on a breakout yet because we're not fully getting the confirmation. So the reality is, guys, that this is going to take some more time to play out, which is what we knew this. We talked about this in recent updates after the big sell-off. I told you guys, don't think we're just going to V-shape recover back. Don't think we're just going to rip right back to 110, 15, 20. That's not necessarily how I think it's going to play out, how this works. And that was what I said about a week ago, or not even, just a couple of days ago. And look, we haven't really made a move. It's going to take time. It's going to take time for this thing to figure itself out. And I think in about a week or two, we'll get some more distinct direction, whether we're dumping under $80, which would open up for a buying opportunity, in my opinion, or whether we're breaking back over 95, 100, and we're starting to move. I think it's going to take another week, maybe 2 weeks, for us to get some more distinct direction on this stock. But for now, that's pretty much it, guys. We're chilling at $85, $90 a share. And, the benefit you have if you bought this stock at a much cheaper price than where it is now, the benefit is, well, you're still up a lot. That's number one. And number two, you're not really feeling much anxiety over this, right? You don't really care that it's down 30% because you're still up so much and you're sitting on so many gains. It's not a big deal. It would be different if you bought the stock at $80, right? $85. That's a completely different story than if you're in at $20, $30, $40 or even lower than that. So that's the beauty of long-term investing, especially if you pick good stocks and you buy them at cheap prices. If they go up a lot and then they start selling off a bit, you're up so much already. It's not you're not going to make irrational decisions, right? Which you guys know a lot of people make bad decisions, just in general when it comes to finances, stocks, debt. I mean, everything money related, especially stocks. People make bad decisions, emotional decisions, when they're down on a position, when their money's fluctuating a lot, which is why when you're investing, trading especially, you have to try and take out your emotions as much as possible. I mean, I get it. We're all humans. We're not freaking AI trading bots, trading algorithms. We're humans. Sometimes our emotions get the best of us. That's the reality, myself included. Especially when I was younger in the trading game. But once you get the hang of it, get more experience, take your emotions out of it. You'll learn to do exactly that. Let's wrap it up here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe as we're on the road to 100,000 subs. Feel free to join the free email list as well. I send out my top stocks weekly right to your inbox, and get your 30 stocks from Moomoo. Deposit at least $100. You get 5 stocks. Deposit at least $2,000. You get 25 more stocks, and your uninvested cash now will earn up to 8.1%. APY, which, guys, I'm telling you, it's a no-brainer. So check out the link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Mumu. Get your 30 stocks. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.